The wrong mic on. Can you hear me now?
Now
okay, good afternoon, everyone. And welcome to Live at 4 on this Wednesday. I was saying it's midweek and the sun is out. That's a nice combination.
Oh, it's a gift in December weather like this. We'll find out how long it's going to last in just a little bit.
All right, but first, here's what's making news on this Wednesday. Emergency crews are trying to find a missing F-16 pilot whose jet crashed last night in the Upper Peninsula.
We are live on the scene of a developing incident in Fort Atkinson. We'll tell you what we know right now. And another COVID-19 outbreak at a Wisconsin jail, this time in Rock County. We'll share the latest data. But we start with the latest breaking news. Adam Duxter is live at Truax Air Base in Madison with the latest on the search for the missing F-16 pilot. But first, Madeline O'Neill is in Fort Atkinson, where police have highways 12 and 26 closed down. What do we know right now, Maddie?
Yeah, we're here at that intersection on the city's west side. Still plenty of emergency vehicles here. We see an ambulance in the distance, crime scene tape. Obviously, a lot of activity for the small town of Fort Atkinson. Plenty of people who live around here have been coming, trying to see what's going on here. But all we have gotten confirmed with police is that multiple law enforcement agencies are responding to an active incident here. We spoke with a few people who have lived their whole lives here and call seeing all this activity a shocker.
It's crazy to see something like this happen. It's more of a mellow town, so it's kind of a smaller town, so something like this happened is just crazy.
Jefferson County Sheriff's Office and the Fort Atkinson Police Department haven't been able to provide us any more information this afternoon, and we're still waiting to hear back from the Wisconsin State Patrol. Now, this closure on 12 goes both ways in the Fort Atkinson area. The Wisconsin Department of Transportation says they imagine it won't be cleared for more than 2 hours here. We will stay here. We'll have another live update tonight at 5 and 6.
All right, Maddie, we'll see you then. Thank you. The pilot whose fighter jet crashed in the UP last night is still missing. Crews continue their search today.
The jet took off from Madison's Truax Field as part of a scheduled training. Our Adam Duxter has worked to get more information today. Adam, what do we know now?
Well, officials with the 115 Fighter Wing haven't given us official update since 8 a.m. this morning, and that's when they told us that the National Guard was working with local rescue officials as well as the United States Coast Guard to try and find that missing pilot in northern Michigan. Now, the 115th Fighter Wing had announced Monday that training flights would be happening throughout this week, and the crash happened 8 p.m. last night. And this isn't a very remote part of the Upper Peninsula, technically in Delta County, northeast of Escanaba. And I spoke via Zoom with a drone photographer who lives just miles away from the crash site earlier today.
But you can hear all kinds of air traffic. There is A-10s just circling around. Like, it seems like there's just a bunch of them up and around. And it's just odd because this is a very quiet area. When you're outside, you hear the birds and the wind blowing and stuff like that. You don't hear jet planes and stuff.
We've been told the 115th Fighter Wing could be holding a press conference as early as tonight, but that's only if more information becomes available or new details emerge in this search. And earlier today, Governor Tony Evers sent a tweet wishing his well wishes and saying both he and his wife Kathy are praying for a miracle and hoping for the pilot's safe return.
Duxter reporting live from Truax Field. Thank you. 78 more people have died from COVID-19 in Wisconsin. That brings the state's total to nearly 4,000. Another 3,200 people have tested positive for the virus since yesterday, bringing the state's lifetime total to more than 422,000 cases. 3 inmates tested positive at the Rock County Jail yesterday. 2 have since been released, but 1 remains in custody. Rock County Sheriff's officials are waiting on test results for 74 inmates based on contact tracing efforts. Sheriff Troy Knutson said they started the testing after 2 inmates reported mild symptoms to staff. Officials say only 3 COVID-19 tests have been conducted on inmates at the jail over the course of the year prior to yesterday's testing, but that doesn't include inmates sent out for testing before they were admitted to the jail. We'll hear more from the Rock County officials on what's being done to stop the outbreak tonight at 5.
A key FDA panel meets tomorrow to review what could be the first approved coronavirus vaccine in the U.S. This as we marked 4 of the deadliest days in U.S. history just last week. Hospitals from coast to coast are gearing up to receive, store, and distribute the COVID vaccine as early as next week. Dr. Arnold Monto serves as the acting chair of the FDA's Independent Advisory Committee on Vaccines. His group will meet tomorrow and vote on whether to recommend Pfizer's vaccine for emergency use, something that Canada did today.
Using the same standards that we would for how well the vaccine protects. The only thing that's different is that we're moving a little faster because of the raging outbreak.
Until January.
In Alabama, Governor Kay Ivey extended her state's mask order to curb the spread, and California Governor Gavin Newsom has banned outdoor dining in some regions. The pandemic is also having an impact on everyday Americans who are out of work. Crowds lined up in Miami for a chance to receive one of only 500 $250 grocery gift cards to help stay afloat.
Wisconsin health officials are asking you to have an influence on others to get your flu shot. State health officials rolled out a Be an Influencer campaign. They're trying to reach communities of color who historically have not gotten their flu shot due to many barriers. Secretary-designee Andrea Palm says these communities typically see some of the highest rates of flu in the state. Health officials say people in these communities may be more inclined to get their flu vaccine if they see others getting it. Dr. Kevin Lizard is a doctor at Paladina Health in Milwaukee. He says it's important to get your shot to prevent a twindemic.
If you take the number of cases that we normally have with the flu and add that on top of the COVID-19 cases we're having, we could really have a terrible winter.
It is not too late to get your flu shot. They're available at most drugstores and clinics. Chris is out in the backyard patio. What a beautiful mid-December day.
Absolutely. We have been spoiled. Temperatures today made it into the low 50s. We are so much warmer than this time yesterday. Yesterday on the patio, I was in the thickest sweater I had, and I was still quite chilly. Today, it feels good out here. 49 our temperature right now, 52 down in Janesville. We're still seeing a lot of those low to mid-50s, but as the sun sets, those temperatures will begin to drop. The air is calm. Our dew point down at 31. Let that be a solid indicator of where our low will go as we head into the overnight. Doppler track, though, remains clear. We're seeing sunshine all throughout the upper Midwest. As we look ahead, look for those temperatures down around 31 by 10 o'clock. Dew points will drop a couple degrees, and we'll likely see those lows into the upper 20s. But I'll tell you what, this is the probability of seeing at least 2 inches of snow as we look into the weekend. And right now, South central Wisconsin is in the greatest zone for accumulating snowfall. We're going to be watching that closely. We have alert days in your forecast. We'll be breaking that down in further detail coming up closer to 4:30. Traffic-wise, things continue to run smoothly on area highways. Let's keep it that way. We are seeing your brake lights in their standard spots. There's nothing out of the ordinary on this Wednesday afternoon.
That's good. All right, Chris, thank you. Tonight marks one of your last chances to help a committee decide who will be Madison's next police chief. The Police and Fire Commission is taking public comments at tonight's meeting on its 4 finalists for the chief's job. All 4 bring experience from around the country in community-oriented policing. Each candidate sat down for an interview where they talked about their role that they want the department to have. Tonight at 5, we'll show you how they said they'll work to lower crime in the area.
The Occupational Health and Safety Administration, or OSHA, has launched an investigation into the death of an employee at Didion Milling after a body was recovered at the plant yesterday. The body of a 52-year-old male Didion employee was recovered from a grain silo last night. A spokesperson from OSHA says compliance officers are currently at the scene and they're looking into the incident. OSHA has up to 6 months to complete their investigation, although the spokesperson says they're working as quickly as possible. Didion officials say they're pausing operations to give other employees time to process what happened.
Two young girls in Wanakee are raising money to help their community during this tough time. Eloise and May Durst love to help people. What started as sweeping the garage for their parents has turned into a fundraiser for the Wanakee Food Pantry. They've been helping out their neighbors with things like raking leaves. Any money people give them for their work, they're giving back to an organization they started called Helping Hands. With the help of some others chipping in, Helping Hands has raised $475. They took that money to the food pantry this afternoon.
That we should be helping. We shouldn't just stand here like having dinner while everybody else out there could be suffering.
And they are not stopping there. They're anxiously awaiting any snow so they can shovel sidewalks and raise even more money.
Oh, way to go, girls. The president and vice president-elect introduced their historic pick for defense secretary today, but the nomination is already getting pushback on Capitol Hill. Then federal lawmakers are also at odds over a COVID relief bill. Natalie Brand is in Wilmington, Delaware with more.
Good afternoon.
President-elect Joe Biden took the stage with his nominee for Defense Secretary, retired four-star Army General Lloyd Austin. If confirmed, he would become the first black man to lead the Pentagon.
I know this man. I know his respect for our Constitution. I know his respect for our system of government.
You can expect that as Secretary of Defense that I will give you the same direct and unvarnished counsel.
But General Austin, who retired from active service 4 years ago, will need a congressional waiver to exempt him from a federal law requiring defense secretaries to be out of uniform for 7 years. While congressional Democrats have praised the historic nature of the nomination, some are expressing concern about passing another waiver, having done so for President Trump's former defense secretary, James Mattis.
I believe in the importance of civilian control of the military. So does the Secretary-designate, Austin.
President-elect Biden is counting on his defense secretary to oversee the military and help with distribution of COVID-19 vaccines. Mr. Biden has vowed to give out 100 million doses in his first 100 days in office. On Capitol Hill, Congress remains deadlocked over a COVID relief package. The sticking points have been liability protections pushed by Republicans and state and local funding demanded by Democrats.
Negotiating 101 suggests we set those two controversial pieces aside and plow ahead with a huge pile of things that we agree on.
The White House has offered a $916 billion package that includes both, but Democrats want more funding for unemployment insurance in that proposal. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Wilmington, Delaware.
President-elect Biden has tapped former Ohio Congresswoman Marcia Fudge to be the Secretary of Housing and Urban Development, and former Obama administration Agriculture Secretary Tom Vilsack to return to that role. So far, Biden has named 12 cabinet officials, including 8 minorities and 6 women.
Well, still to come at 4, you're probably familiar with meal plans delivered to your home. Companies like Blue Apron or HelloFresh come to mind.
Well, there is a new one coming online soon. It's local and it's all vegan. We'll talk with our Vibrant Veg Lauren Montalbano about her new meal service when Live at 4 continues.
You're watching News 3 Now, Live at 4.
Attic Angel Community has earned a reputation as the one and only. But what's so memorable to the people who live here?
It's good local heart. Interesting friends.
The view from my window.
Continuing education.
The food.
The amazing art studio.
Happy hour. There are many reasons to love Attic Angel Community, but there's just one Attic Angel.
Your smile is a gift that deserves the perfect fit. At Aspen Dental, find the comfort and joy of natural-looking dentures crafted just for you. Feel the difference of a state-of-the-art smile made in our on-site labs, made for your budget, and made in as little as a day. Now, for a limited time, get dentures for as low as $29 per month per arch with 60 months financing, and give yourself the gift of endless smiles. Call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL 7 days a week or book today at aspendental.com.
Carrier has a complete line of home heating products to keep your family comfortable this winter without burning your budget. With smart temperature management and remote access options, it's easier than ever to control your home's climate. And Carrier energy-efficient systems can help reduce utility bills without sacrificing comfort. For more complete comfort and greater peace of mind, turn to your Carrier expert.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Are you ready to join the doers? Those who do more with less asthma, thanks to Dupixent, the add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. Dupixent isn't for sudden breathing problems. It can improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks and help prevent severe asthma attacks. It's not a steroid, but can help reduce or eliminate oral steroids. Dupixent can cause serious allergic reactions, including anaphylaxis. Get help right away if you have rash, shortness of breath, chest pain, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection, and don't change or stop your asthma treatments, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Do more with less asthma. Talk to your asthma specialist about Dupixent. If your financial situation has changed, we may be able to help.
Hi, I'm Brian from McGann Furniture in Baraboo. We know that hardworking people want the most value for their money. When you shop at McGann's, we've already sorted out and selected the brands that we feel offer you the most bang for your buck. From young couples just starting out to people my age, we offer a huge selection at prices that will fit your budget. Plus, most purchases include free delivery and setup. Shop McGann Furniture in downtown Baraboo. You'll be glad you did.
Well, the Toy Story movies touched millions of hearts and put the star Sheriff Woody on holiday wish lists ever since. But one of those Woodies ended up in his own drama. It was the cold parking lot of this New Hampshire Home Depot that someone found a lost Sheriff Woody, a long way from happier times in Pixar's Toy Story. The Good Samaritan turned the doll into the service desk, and staffers hatched a plot, launching a campaign on social media to find the owner. They added an Employee of the Month apron, then sent Woody on photo shoots around the store.
It's kind of heartbreaking because just thinking about like some kid getting home and not realizing that they lost their toy, that's kind of sad.
Their mission was accomplished a week later when mothers saw this Facebook post and knew the toy belonged to her son Desmond, who turns 2 next month. Desmond was reunited with Woody at the Home Depot on Monday night. He also took home a new Buzz Lightyear donated by a customer. That is one happy boy. Well, stocks pulled back from record highs as stimulus talks stall once again. The Dow Industrials fell 105 points, closing at 30,068. The NASDAQ lost 243 points, or almost 2%, and the S&P 500 was off 29. Well, it's never too early to get started on your New Year's resolutions to eat healthier.
If you've ever wanted to try a vegan diet, the Vibrant Veg is starting a new weekly meal plan of plant-based menus for pickup or delivery. Came up with this idea.
Our vegan chef.
Lauren, welcome back.
Okay, Susan, why don't you try the introduction again?
Oh, okay. If you've ever wanted to try a vegan diet, especially with people trying to get ready for New Year's and try to eat healthier, the Vibrant Veg is starting a new weekly meal plan of plant-based menus. And our vegan chef on Live at 4 from the Vibrant Veg, Lauren Montalbano, came up with this idea. Lauren, can you hear us?
Hi, Lauren.
I can hear you.
Hi, good to see you. So tell us about this meal service. What are you doing?
So this meal service was obviously inspired by the pandemic, and I will be supplying meals, either 3 meals or 5 meals, depending on your family's needs, for between 1 and 6 people weekly. So you can sign up via a subscription that'll just keep rolling over, and so you can come and pick up your meals every week, or you can also just do a drop-in plan. So if you have a specifically busy week and you just really don't feel like cooking, or you want to even purchase some of these meals for a friend or family member who you know could use them, that's an option as well.
So the meals are already prepared and ready to eat?
They're prepared and ready to eat. All you do is you pop them in the oven, on the stove, or in the microwave, and they're all ready to go.
And they're all plant-based. Tell us a little bit about some of the things that you're offering.
So for example, this coming week, which will be starting on December 14th, and the cutoff date for sign-up is this Friday, December 11th. I'm going to be preparing a myriad of things, but just to throw out some dishes for an example, I've got a warm wild rice, delicata squash, lentil, and kale salad. Also a white bean and winter vegetable soup, cumin and coriander crusted cauliflower, say that 5 times fast, with an apricot, lime, and ginger quinoa. Asian vegetable stir fry with miso crusted tofu. So just really healthy, whole food based meals that are also easily gluten-free as well, if anybody is looking for that.
It sounds wonderful. What is the cost?
So the cost depends on kind of how big your family is. So as you get more portions, the cost goes down. So actually it's quite affordable for, say, a family of 1 who just wants 3 meals a week. It gets as low as $75.
And all prepared. That's a pretty good deal.
Yep, and then I'm also offering Christmas meals as well through my website, www.thevibrantveg.com. And I've got all of your Christmas things prepared for you as well that you can pick up on Christmas Eve day or get delivered right to your house, and then they're just ready to reheat for you whenever you'd like it.
Well, Lauren, best of luck with this endeavor. It sounds delicious. I hope a lot of people sign up. Go to thevibrantveg.com for more information about the meal plans that are available. Have a great holidays. Thanks for being with us, Lauren.
Thank you, you as well.
Well, good to see you, Lauren. Thanks so much.
Still to come at 4, Hanukkah starts tomorrow night, and that poses a problem for Jewish families.
How to celebrate safely during the pandemic. We'll have more on that coming up after Chris's First Warn forecast.
Keep your holidays in sync with free pickup on all your fresh favorites from Pick and Save. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
There's always a way to make joy, America, so it's time to get to it. And with the Ford Built for the Holidays sales event, we're here to help. We're giving you the best deals of the season on the adventure-ready Ford Ranger and the Built Ford Tough Ford F-150 to help you make some extra joy this year. Because this season will be as bright as ever. Ford, built for the holidays. Get $9,522 in total savings on F-150 XLT, plus $1,000 trade assist during the Ford Built for the Holidays sales event.
I want a client who comes in to feel comfortable and to know that their case is in good hands so they can relax and get on with their life as best as they can and let me do the fighting for them. That's how I want them to feel.
Gingras, Thompson, and Walks.
Ladies, check it out. So strong, so not ripped.
What are we talking about?
That's the Hefty Ultra Strong bag.
Hefty, hefty, hefty.
Give me the bag.
Get Hefty Ultra Strong at a low price.
I got your back, you got mine. Think about you all the time. Together we can come through. That's what love's made of. A little taste of home is worth sharing.
People were afraid I was contagious. I felt gross.
It was kind of a shock after I started Cosentyx.
4 years clear.
Real people with psoriasis look and feel better with Cosentyx. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor about an infection or symptoms. If your inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen, or if you've had a vaccine or plan to, serious allergic reactions may occur. Learn more at Cosentyx.com.
When you protect what's important to you from COVID-19, you help protect everyone in Wisconsin.
Learn how you can stop the spread at dhs.wisconsin.gov/COVID-19.
Bring home IHOP's Holiday Family Feast or fall in love with seasonal pancakes like new milk and cookies. Come in or get a $0 delivery fee with Uber Eats from IHOP.
This holiday season, use the Pick and Save app to get personalized coupons, weekly deals, and rewards like fuel points. So you can save big on exactly what you want, no matter who you are. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
2, 1.
Anya's pregnant.
Take a look at this. Alma and Anya's family scream with joy after discovering they're going to have a baby. Let's take another look. They're all set up for a group photo when they yell out the big news. Everyone in the shot was shocked, especially the parents who are now becoming first-time grandparents. There are hugs all around as everybody looks at the ultrasound picture. I'd like to see what the group picture looked like when they're all screaming like that.
Exactly. You'd see the reactions.
Congratulations to them. But they are excited. All right, Chris, we're excited about this possible snowstorm.
At least I am. I'm sure not everyone is. But we are watching the possibility of accumulating snow into the weekend and what impacts that could have for us here on South Central Wisconsin. We're talking the Alert Day forecast after the break.
Keep your family warm this season with new winter boots. Rogan's has 20% off the best name brands for mom, dad, and the kids. Save on winter boots for the whole family at Rogan's.
Selection, service, name brands, and the second pair is half price. Visit online at roganshoes.com.
To support a strong immune system, your body needs routine. Centrum helps your immune defenses every day with vitamin C, D, and zinc. Season after season. Ace your immune support with Centrum.
This is it. The new iPhone. Yeah, and it's 5G.
Is that more juice than mine?
Yours is 4G, Dad. This one is way faster.
Well, it's only 1G faster.
The new iPhone 12 Pro is way faster. Plus, US Cellular has the #1 ranked network.
You know, when I was your age, we used to get by with only half a G, and it was lowercase.
Oh.
We'll take 2.
The amazing iPhone 12 Pro and iPhone 12 are here. Switch and get iPhone 12 on us with no hidden requirements. US Cellular.
You were always the responsible one. So much like me. Always taking care of everyone else. But this wasn't your responsibility. I already took care of the arrangements. The Ryans made it so easy. I didn't want you to worry about a thing. It's my last gift to you, my lovely daughter.
Here's what else you need to know today.
Do you have dry, cracked hands from constant washing, cold weather, and hard work? Try O'Keefe's Working Hands. It's America's #1 selling hand cream for guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked hands. Also available in O'Keefe's Lip Repair. Guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked lips.
The holidays brought a great surprise this year. It's my Rogan's receipt. Next time with the receipt, my purchase will be half price. Maybe some new boots.
Selection, service, name brands, and the second pair is half price. Visit online at roganshoes.com.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
For the month of December in the upper Midwest, I'm not sure it gets much better than the weather we saw out there today. Sunshine all around for us, and now the sun's starting to set. We're seeing some of those pinks on the horizon over the Capitol there. Still beautiful outside, but we do have an alert day in our forecast. It's going to come our direction Friday night into Saturday with snow looking to develop over the area and potentially moderate to heavy snow as we move into your Saturday. Still, there are plenty of questions, but we're watching this closely. Weather Track shows quiet weather over the country, but the first pieces of our storm system are starting to come together. One of those offshore from the Baja Peninsula, another one of those, the cold air moving into the Pacific Northwest. It's likely that they will merge over the Midwest. The question is, where does that merge take place? That ultimately determines what happens with our snow chance. I'm going to show you 3 models now. This is model 1, showing you the storm starting to move in on Friday afternoon. So here we are, Friday at 4 o'clock. You see that mix starting to break out throughout parts of northern Illinois. That becomes snow for us into Saturday. By the way, yesterday, this was the furthest south model. So we've seen that model push back towards the north and west. A lot of the model data has certainly done so. Here's model number 2. It's an agreement, and it's a little bit stronger with that. You see snow starting to break out by Friday afternoon. That continues to be snow into Saturday afternoon. This is as far out as this model goes. Now I'm going to show you model number 3. It's higher resolution, which means it sees more of the atmosphere and typically has a better handle on what exactly is going down. We'll see how this plays out. This starts out as a mix as we go into Friday afternoon, but notice how that quickly transitions over to snow by midnight on Saturday. This is as far out as this model goes, but it shows you we're seeing more and more models show that northerly track, which would bring a decent round of snow towards us. Still, some models do show a southerly track, so we're not out of the woods on confidence just yet, but as of now, it's looking a little bit more likely that we may see an accumulating snow event as we head into the weekend. That being said, enjoy it while it lasts. Sunshine sticks around. Our temperature is at 49 degrees. Our average high for this time of the year is 31, and it's 49 at 4:30 into the afternoon. Temperatures cool down towards 28 overnight tonight. We'll warm up to 47 tomorrow. We'll get a little bit more cloud cover into the mix. We're down into the 30s for your Friday morning. And then here we are as we go throughout the day on Friday. This model a little bit further towards the south, but it does have that rain moving in Friday night and going over to snow as we move into your Saturday afternoon, which is an alert day for us. We're staying colder in the days to follow. A chance for flurries next Tuesday and Wednesday as those highs hover around freezing. Mark?
50 on one day and snow 2 days later.
Yeah.
That's Wisconsin. All right, Chris, thank you. Well, tomorrow evening marks the beginning of Hanukkah, but the pandemic is forcing many people to rethink their holiday plans.
Michael George shows us how millions of Jewish families are finding ways to celebrate while keeping safe and socially distanced.
For Saul Blinkoff, his wife and 4 kids, Hanukkah is about family.
We look forward to Hanukkah all year. The kids count down the days.
But the usual big family gatherings are just too risky during a pandemic. Saul says they'll still gather with family from across the country, but this time it'll be online.
Thank God for Zoom. We Zoom almost every day with them. We will find Zoom opportunities to light our menorahs while our family is lighting their menorahs too, and we'll sing with them.
Jewish families nationwide are finding ways to keep Hanukkah traditions in a very untraditional year.
We're still doing it. We're still making it happen.
Jason Lievenberg of the Jewish Federation of Los Angeles says they've organized an 8-day Hanukkah festival called Infinite Light, and it's all virtual.
Just because we can't gather together and light the candles doesn't mean that you can't have a million Zoom cameras up or FaceTimes up and lighten all together with your family.
Lievenberg says during this difficult year, the joy and togetherness of the holiday are badly needed.
The ancient history of Hanukkah is all about resilience.
The Blinkoffs are showing that resilience by changing their typical plans to sing at a nursing home.
This year, unfortunately, we won't be able to go to a nursing home, but we will be investigating how we can find Zoom opportunities so our kids can sing again for people that might feel isolated.
Sharing the message of Hanukkah at a time when that message is more important than ever. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
This year, some synagogues are planning to remain closed during Hanukkah.
Instead, they're encouraging families to celebrate safely at home. And we'll be right back.
Plan a perfect staycation at the Madison Concourse Hotel and Governor's Club. Bring the family to enjoy our indoor pool or reconnect with the couples getaway in our Governor's Club, serving complimentary cocktails, hors d'oeuvres, and breakfast. Gift certificates are available. Visit concoursehotel.com.
It's called The Greater Good. At Quartz, it's what fuels our passion to better serve our members and our community. It's why we ensure easy access to the doctors, hospitals, and clinics of UW Health. It's what pushes us to invest in the name of community health and wellness programs and to find new ways to help those who need the help the most. But hey, you know all about the greater good. Quartz, health plans built with you in mind.
Where can a healthier heart lead you? For people with heart failure taking Entresto, it may lead to a world of possibilities. Entresto is a heart failure medicine prescribed by most cardiologists. It was proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Heart failure can change the structure of your heart, so it may not work as well. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. And with a healthier heart, there's no telling where life may take you. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto for heart failure. And trust your heart to Entresto.
So, how's saving for the renovation going?
All done.
I will never understand how you do it.
Easy. She saves with BMO Harris. We give you a cash reward for every month you save.
So BMO will give me cash for saving money?
You bet.
Can the subject hold position 2, please?
How's this?
That's art.
I make saving look good.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect. Get a $5 reward every month you save $200 or more in a new BMO Statement Savings account.
Plan a perfect staycation at the Madison Concourse Hotel and Governors Club. Bring the family to enjoy our indoor pool or reconnect with the couples getaway in our Governors Club, serving complimentary cocktails, hors d'oeuvres, and breakfast. Gift certificates are available. Visit concoursehotel.com.
Tonight at 5, the Police and Fire Commission has interviewed the 4 candidates for Madison's next police chief. Hear their answers about policing at 5.
And we have sunshine outside right now, but changes are coming for the weekend. We could be talking accumulating snow. That's in the first warn forecast.
And ahead at 6, one Madison public school is offering in-person instruction. They're even offering on-site COVID testing to keep students and teachers safe. We'll have that story tonight on News 3 Now at 6. That was a live look at downtown Madison on this very warm Wednesday afternoon.
The coronavirus lockdown has taken a heavy toll on mental health, even in kids.
New research out of Britain suggests depression is hitting children as young as 7. Hannah Smith and her cheer squad were headed to the Idaho State competition as defending champs, but COVID-19 canceled the big event. This normally super sociable 17-year-old found herself isolated and alone. Developmental psychologist Duncan Essels and his team tracked about 200 elementary students before and after the lockdown and found a 70% chance symptoms of depression got worse in isolation.
What the data suggests is that you can't simply just pluck a child from one context and isolate them from it without it having knock-on consequences.
1 month into the lockdown, Hannah suffered a devastating loss when her best friend took his own life. Now she's planning to become a paramedic to help save other lives. She found help from counseling and cheering, which she hopes may once again draw crowds in the new year. Hannah says counseling was challenging to find during the lockdown, but it turns out her cheer coach is a licensed counselor who was able to help her. Well, it's not even December 25th, but Santa Claus is already making Christmas wishes come true.
7-year-old Annalise Hawking of New Hampshire wrote to Santa asking him for just one thing this Christmas, to find her friend Nyla.
The 2 girls became best friends in school last year, but when Nyla's family moved and the country went into quarantine, they lost contact. Nikki Batiste is in New York City's Hudson Yards neighborhood with this charming story.
Dear Santa, for Christmas, I would like it to be a surprise. Please tell Nyla that I miss her.
This priceless Christmas wish from 7-year-old Annalise Hawking stood out when it arrived at the North Pole last week.
Please tell her my address.
She simply wanted help finding her 8-year-old friend Nyla Loftus.
A lot of kids ask for toys.
why did you want to ask to see your friend this year?
I asked to see Nyla because I really missed her.
The two girls became best friends last year after Nyla helped Annalise, whose family was new in town, feel welcome. But when Nyla's family moved away in February, the second graders lost touch. So Annalise turned to the one person who makes miracles happen. Santa Claus, with a little help from Annalise's mom, Leslie, posted a photo of the letter to Facebook, asking if the community could help find Nyla. Over 100 people responded.
I was definitely crying a little bit. Santa posted it on Facebook, and all these people had helped him. We found her. Like, I can't believe this happened.
It actually chokes me up right now. I was just amazed that a little girl would ask that.
Moms Leslie and Sarah knew they had to get their daughters together, so they planned a surprise meetup.
Nyla poked her head up. Nyla!
You were surprised?
Mm-hmm. We hugged and I couldn't talk. I was speechless. I didn't know what to say.
If you could say something to Santa right now, I think he's listening. What would you like to say?
Thank you for making my wish come true.
Leslie and Sarah are grateful for all of Santa's helpers who made their daughter's reunion possible.
People in this time of year feel an extra sense of giving, and I think this brought out the best in people in a lot of ways.
Sarah, how has this all impacted Nyla and your family? Because she is also in a new school now.
It's been great seeing her smile because it's been so hard. This has definitely made her so more cheerful. She still has her best friend.
In a difficult year, two best friends reminding us of the simple joys this holiday. Annalise and Nyla now FaceTime regularly, and their families hope to get together again after the pandemic slows down. Both girls have been remote learning, so seeing each other was extra special. Nikki Batiste, CBS News, New York.
It was a special story. Well, time to get your plant and garden questions answered. Lisa Briggs is standing by waiting for your calls. The number to call is 270-9933. Lisa will take your calls right after the break. Call now, 270-9933.
To Monks in Verona. It's holiday season, Miss Allison. It's good to see you.
And I'm smiling, I swear.
Yeah, you better be, because I haven't seen you forever.
I know.
You guys have a fantastic holiday promotion going on with your gift cards. Tell us all about it.
We do. It's our annual gift card promotion. So what's going to happen is when you purchase $50 in our lovely Monks gift cards, you're going to get a $10 bonus card. And if you purchase $100 in our Monks gift cards, we're going to give you a $25 bonus card. And that's through January 3rd.
I love it. I'll give you $100. Here's my 25.
Yeah.
To treat my family.
It's like Halloween candy. One for you, one for me, one for you, one for me.
2 for you, 4 for me. I love it. What are some of your favorite items on the menu right now? Because I know for you, it changes monthly.
It does change monthly. Right now, our tater tot bacon mac and cheese, because it's winter and it's Wisconsin and yum. And I'm a sucker for a good buffalo chicken wrap, and I love ours.
Oh, you guys have one of the best ones. Wings are my favorite. Absolutely. They're my whole family's favorite. And your burger cannot be beat. Absolutely love it. Your dining room is open, but if people feel more safe, maybe with some other options, you have those available as well.
We do. We've got online ordering, so if you head to our website, monksbarngrill.com, you can choose any 6 out of our 7 locations. You can order, add desserts, add appetizers, any of that extra fun stuff that you wouldn't normally get. Choose your time that you want to come pick it up, and then we actually have carryout or we have curbside pickup.
It really does blow my mind with how much technology, especially restaurants, have these days. I don't personally take advantage of a lot of those things because I forget it, but it's so nice that you can just do all of these touchless things,
and then
it makes it so easy. Love it. And very, very big happy holidays from everyone here at Monks. I'm Emmy Fink.
And you're buzzed into Madison.
If your dry eye symptoms keep coming back, inflammation in your eye might be to blame.
Looks like a great day for achy, burning eyes.
Over-the-counter eye drops typically work by lubricating your eyes and may provide temporary relief.
Ha! These drops probably won't touch me.
Xiidra works differently, targeting inflammation that can cause dry eye disease.
What is that? Xiidra? No!
It can provide lasting relief. Xiidra is the only FDA-approved treatment specifically for the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease. 1 drop in each eye, twice a day. Don't use if you're allergic to Xiidra. Common side effects include eye irritation, discomfort, or blurred vision when applied to the eye, and unusual taste sensation. Don't touch container tip to your eye or any surface. After using Xiidra, wait 15 minutes before reinserting contacts.
Got any room in your eye?
Talk to an eye doctor about twice daily Xiidra.
I'd prefer you didn't.
Xiidra. Not today, dry eye.
Happy Wednesday. Traffic-wise, things are good on the Beltline, but we are seeing a crash that just popped up literally about 2 seconds ago. That is on East Wash. We'll check in on that a little bit later and see if that's causing any big delays. Otherwise, Beltline speeds, they're moving around 60 miles per hour, which is where they typically should be. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Your slowest route, that's going to be from University to Verona Road. That's taking you about 7 minutes right now. Add an extra 4 to continue to John Nolan, 4 more continuing to the interstate.
All right, Chris, thank you. You missing a goldfish? A 9-pound goldfish was pulled from a lake in South Carolina. Local wildlife officials were doing some population health testing on Greenville's Oak Grove Lake when they found the gargantuan golden specimen. They released it back into the lake, but not before sharing images online and asking if anyone was missing a pet. If you are, go fish. All right, it's time to get your plant and garden questions answered live. The machine that we use to put the number on the air is not working, so instead we have this. It's 270-9933 is the number to call, 270-9933 to talk to Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company. Hi, Lisa, how are you?
Lisa. I'm good, how are you guys?
I love your tree.
2,100 lights.
Well, I guess if you do that for a living, you should.
Yeah, I can get a lot of lights on a tree now.
All right, 270-9933. We do actually have a call come through. Bob from Fitchburg. Hi, Bob. What's your question? Bob from Fitchburg, you there?
Hello. Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Yes. I'm in Madison, Wisconsin, and I'd like to plant a peach tree here in Madison, and they have a Madison peach that's supposed to grow up here. Are they viable? Do I have to plant 2 of them, or how does that work?
So there are some varieties of peaches that are hardy to this area. And there is one called Madison that is perfectly hardy as long as we don't get a super cold winter. You do not need 2 varieties. Peaches are self-fertile. They do not need to cross-pollinate, so 1 tree will be enough.
Thank you so much. How about seedless grapes? And I'll leave you alone here. I'm not going to push the deal.
Okay.
Can I
Bob, we got plenty of time here.
Okay. Hold on. I don't know, man. But how about seedless grapes up here? Now, when I was young, I grew up north and we had Concord grapes. But can I plant seedless grapes here in Fitchburg, Wisconsin?
Most of the seedless varieties of grapes are on the more tender side. So if you can manage to get like a microclimate in your yard where maybe you have them espaliate against a wall so there's a little warmth or something like that, you could get away with them. You're probably going to have to order them online though, because since they aren't super hardy here, a lot of the garden centers won't carry them.
Okay. Let's go to Noah in Madison. I'm sorry, go ahead, Susan.
Oh, no, that's okay. That's okay.
270-9933, the number to call.
All right, let's go to Noah in Madison. Hi, Noah, can you hear us? What's your question?
Yes, I can hear you. I have a green plant that I got from my mother-in-law's funeral, and I've had it for a year now, and I'm just wondering when would be a good time to transplant it.
Okay, so this is not a good time to transplant houseplants. At this time of year, with the days getting shorter and your houses are colder and plants really go a little dormant, you want to wait until spring. So unless it's super necessary, what you want to do is hold off until, I would say, like the beginning of March would be a good time to transplant it. If you just got it a year ago and it was a funeral present that somebody had sent, it's unlikely that it's so pot-bound that you're going to need to do it in a hurry. So I would hold off until the spring when the days are getting longer.
All right, let's go to Sheila now in Madison. Hi, Sheila, what's your question?
Hi. I was given a poinsettia, and it was very wet. but I could tell that it had been too dry in the store. So I just left it alone. And all the leaves have fallen off now. And I don't know if I can revive it or not. Do you think I can?
Well, you could certainly try. What poinsettias really like is a lot of sun, warm temperatures, and they do like to dry out between waterings. I would guess it might have been the fact that it was sopping wet that maybe caused the trouble, and then, you know, that sort of wet, dry condition. So put it in a warm space where it's going to get a lot of light, and make sure that maybe the top inch or so of the soil is dry before you water it. Then put it in the sink, water it really thoroughly, let it drain, and then wait again. A lot of times when you get plants like that from the garden center at this time of year, they'll be in like a foil container or some foil wrapping. And when you water them, if you don't poke holes in that foil, the water sits in the bottom and makes them really wet. So if it's in foil or another pot, make sure that you have drainage. That will help a lot as well.
All right, let's go to George in Monroe. Hi, George. What's your question?
Yes, we had an interesting phenomenon, I think. We had our lilacs bloom in late October and November, and I'm wondering whether that means something good or bad for next season.
It doesn't mean anything good or bad. I think what happens, we have that really super cold snap at the end of September, and then we had really warm, like a long period of warm weather. And I think it was just enough chill to activate the flower buds that were set soon after your lilac finished flowering in May and June. So you probably will not get as many flowers as you do normally, because some of them have already flowered and there's not time for it to form new flower buds. But just when, you know, just treat it normally. If you need to prune it, wait until after lilac blooming season is over. So maybe middle June or end of June. But for the long-term health of the plant, it will be fine.
It happened to a lot of people, that's for sure.
It did. We heard a lot of reports of lilacs blooming. Also, things like
my hydrangea bloomed. My hydrangea bloomed.
A lot of those early spring blooming plants.
All right, we are out of time. Thank you all for calling in at 270-9933. We'll get this fixed for next time. Lisa, thank you. We'll see you soon.
Thanks,
Lisa.
Yep,
guys, in a couple of weeks.
We'll have a final check of your forecast coming up.
When you have zero worries and zero stress, there are zero reasons not to get into a Volkswagen. Click, call, or come by today. Visit our Volkswagen Sign Then Drive event and lease the 2020 Jetta S today with 0 down, 0 deposit, 0 first month's payment, and 0 due at signing.
Go on, humans. Put yourselves through all that pain. While surrounding those foot knives, watch your blue light lanterns. Blast those eardrum bangers. Look at this one. He's trying to pick up the mail. Ha! Silly humans. Who do you think you are? Pain will bring you to your senses. You cannot keep this up. Pain says you can't. Advil says you can.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Hi, I'm Brian from McGann Furniture in Baraboo. What does free mean? No cost, right? We've all seen ads about free things included with your purchase. Free carpet pad or installation with your carpet, free love seat with your sofa, 2 window blinds for the price of 1. But we know better, right? At McGann's, free means free. Free delivery and setup with purchases of $500 or more within 50 miles of Baraboo. Shop McGann Furniture in downtown Baraboo. You'll be glad you did.
There are zero reasons not to get into a Volkswagen, especially now that you can start shopping from home. Click, call, or come by today. Visit our Volkswagen Sign Then Drive event and lease the 2020 Tiguan S4 Motion today with 0 down, 0 deposit, 0 first month's payment, and 0 due at signing.
Tonight at 5, there's a heavy police presence in Jefferson County. We're live from the scene. We'll have the latest on that situation at 5. Plus, the search for a missing Wisconsin Air National Guard pilot continues after an F-16 he was flying crashed in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan.
Download the Channel 3000 First Warn Weather app today.
One more day of sunshine, guys. That comes tomorrow. A little bit of clouds will be mixed in too, so it's not going to be the picture-perfect day that we had today, but it's still going to be nice. Temperatures right around 48. Rain and snow starts Friday afternoon, changes over to all snow Friday night into Saturday. We could see accumulating snow on Saturday, an alert day for that.
And tomorrow here on Live at 4, Dr. Zorba Pastor joins us as Americans await approval of a COVID-19 vaccine. He'll have the latest on the pandemic and take your COVID-19 calls. That's tomorrow on Live at 4.